Hola, muy buenas gente, aquí estamos en un nuevo video de House. El demonio, este video no es que tenga tantas visitas porque era cosa a un millón, pero ese tuvimos unos problemas y ya no lo tengo. Pero ahora voy a empezar a subir videos aquí, muchachos. Bien, ahora estamos acá y vamos a empezar. Bien, vamos a jugar algo que es tipo algo de la FNCS más o menos, que se llama que lo encontré y me pareció divertido, entonces lo voy a jugar. Vamos a ver cómo nos va. Bien, veremos cómo nos va, muchachos.
And so far, it's looking like it's going to be a slow one.
The third party would probably be more of a concern if it wasn't for the fact that Veno
Esto es en vivo,
Lucas team, there haven't been any knocks from either direction. So you have to be a little bit hesitant if you are that third party because you don't know the state of affairs for either of these teams currently. So the third party, sure, they're hovering the vicinity, but they don't feel quite confident to strike just yet, and for good reason. But Palabuka just continuing to play the stealth game, continuing to try and gather whatever builds he can. Flixie, heavy duress, he's got to bail out. Malabuka trying to cut him off, but Veno will be the supportive.
No, para ahí.
For Flixie, try to keep Malabuka's team at bay, and Veno also keeping tabs on the surrounding area, fully aware of the fact that this is an open invitation for third parties with how drawn out it's been so far.
Yeah, I mean, we saw on the minimap, though, there aren't any players relatively close. You know, they're really She's trio who's kind of like looking, but they're not fully scouting beside Lone Wolf yet. If this continues taking longer, though, it might get to that point. As so far, it is just that back and forth, playing the vault game. Looking to see who can get the bigger trade. Shots come through, nothing connecting.
The problem, though, is that Veno's team has funneled everybody from Malabuca's into that vault, and with the loot differences, Veno, Vico, Flixie probably gonna have to back off temporarily. Malabuca, Ping,
No, me quedé sin mat, luego.
trying to see if there's a clear opening for them to try and find the upper hand at last. It's also, like Minnie mentioned, a matter of pride and confidence. You don't want your confidence to start to waver, and if Malabuca's team can't find some kind of winning conversion factor here, it's always going to be a little bit of a mental game on the players.
Kind of let them out of the vault now, as they don't want to take that kind of back and forth right on the borderline on the doorway. Both teams just getting as many materials as they can. You can see when you reach this level, these players are constantly doing something. Even if you're waiting for a team, you're constantly farming, you're constantly doing.
Muchachos, si no hablo es porque tenemos que estar concentrados los que juegan
Fortnite. Around the surroundings, you know, is there any other trio creeping up on us? Are we good to take this fight? Are we safe? And I feel like it's coming soon.
The Lone Wolf mansion has been absolutely gutted, though. Holes everywhere, floors just missing all over the place. But that's providing some decent angles that Veno is clearly trying to make use of. Malabuca, Ping walks. They know better than to separate. They know that could be the differentiating factor between being knocked or eliminated versus a winning conclusion here. Vico just continuing to pressure. Veno clearing out even more floor space. They want as many angles as possible before they make this approach. But this fight has been going on forever, Takata, and neither side really getting enough damage. Other teams, even if they don't third party, they're still handling their search strategy. But these guys are going to be one step behind the rest of the lobby.
Yeah, I mean, it's taken that long. The zone can pull far, or even it can stay here. Either option they're gonna be behind. Veno, Vico, Flixie have decided, okay, we gotta, you know, we already farmed up all we can here. We've done what we could. I guess we gotta start things, so we'll see how it plays out overall. The fight isn't finished yet, I'm sure. But for Doxy, Chino, and Pablo, though, they have been kind of leaning towards third-partying hopeful when they get stuck in zone. And
Segundito, gente, me voy a mutear.
but this time around, it is going to be a surge base.
One of just 3 teams that haven't had to deal with those surge damage ticks. It was a big part of the reason why, too. Their surge base methods, on top of their challenges at Hopeful Heights. They don't feel like they've acquired enough surge from inside the base. They take matters into their own hands. They're willing to go that extra mile.
Aquí está, muchachos, solo me tengo que ir, así que me hago una kill más y ahí me voy.
Thomas, Panzer, and Elfo
Y después, obviamente, cuando vengo de comer, seguimos, muchachos.
make their way around Hopeful. And they're also trying to
Aquí estamos.
themselves inside that top center of the leaderboard. When you know that Vico and Malibuca's teams are inside of the top 5, obviously it's going to drop an extra couple of spots for the leaderboard, but Thomas, Upland, and Panzer, they don't want it to be close. They want to confidently be inside of that threshold.
Yeah, and I mean, literally being the cutoff at 7th place.
Oh my
I mean,
god, bro.
It's not going to feel bad, but it's not going to feel great, right? Like you said, you want to be a bit more comfortable at this point. All it takes is one good game. Vico, Veno, and Flixie. Vico has been popping off, as always, in terms of eliminations. I mean, he's literally leading the pack in the lobby at 38 elims. In 2nd place, he's 23. So it's not even close for this trio.
Aquí estamos, muchachos. Una kill más y me voy. Una kill más.
Been playing around fighting throughout this whole weekend, different top spots, console, for third parties, and
No, bro, bueno, me tengo que ir, muchachos. Nos vemos en el próximo videoclip. Chao, muchachos.